My mum once told me cheaters never prosper. Well, mummy, what about the professional footballers who seem to cheat and dive all the time and still take home their fat checks, thin wags and shiny trophies? Well, let's leave the mums out of this for now and crack on with Kick TV's top 5 cheaters and divers. In a 5 is a Premier League star who's so good at falling over and pretending to be in pain that he should be an extra on Grey's Anatomy. Ashley Young, taking the diving mantle from Premier League royalty like Jurgen Klinsmann, David Ginola and Manchester United alumnus Ruud van Nistelrooy and Cristiano Ronaldo, Ash goes down quicker than Silvio Berlusconi's pants at a bunga bunga party. In November 2013, after a particularly blatant flop against Real Sociedad in the Champions League, manager David Moyes refused to criticise the 28-year-old winger, even though he did apparently give him a good bollocking after a dive against Crystal Palace in September. Alright, number 4 is former Milan goalkeeper Dida, who put on a shameful show of cheating in a Champions League match against Celtic in 2007. When a boys fan came onto the pitch and lightly tapped him on the shoulder to celebrate Celtic's last-minute match winner, the Brazilian dropped to the floor as if Zlatan Ibrahimovic had just kung fu kicked him in the face, and apparently he needed a stretcher to leave the field. He received a 2-match ban from UEFA for bringing into question his loyalty, integrity and sportsmanship. What a On to number 3, and a man whose name is synonymous with incredible goals, megastar status and constant diving and cheating. Luis Suarez, everybody. The Uruguayan has been criticised in the past for his unacceptable diving by manager Brendan Rodgers, but he continues to do it constantly, even admitting that simulation is a part of his game. And if this cheating wasn't enough, let me remind you of the 2010 World Cup when he blocked a goal-bound Ghana header with his hand, taking a bullet to keep his side in the game to eventually eliminate the Black Stars. And on top of that, we have all the biting and shameless mercenary tactics, but as we all know, he's really good at football, so horrendous personality flaws or cheating tendencies don't really matter. Don't you just love the modern game? On to number 2 now, it's Brazilian playmaker Rivaldo, who enjoyed a career high lifting the World Cup in 2002. But his conduct in a match with Turkey earned him a prime spot in the Cheating Hall of Shame. Turk defender Hakan Ünsal kicked the ball at Rivaldo's thigh, but the Barcelona star fell to the ground, clutching his face like he'd been shot. The defender was sent off, but if Rivaldo thought he'd get away with it, he might have forgotten that this was the World Cup finals and millions of people all around the world witnessed exactly what a cheating bastard he is. FIFA fined him the equivalent of around $8,500, probably about a day's salary for him, but he had the balls to try and defend himself afterwards, saying, "Obviously the ball didn't hit me in the face, but I was still the victim. I didn't hit anyone in the face. Nobody remembers what that Turk did to me. I'm not a player who fakes fouls." Yes, you are, Rivaldo. We all saw you do it. Anyway, that leads us to our number 1 cheat, and it's living legend Diego Maradona. Thought to be in the top 2 players ever to grace the game, his Viagra-shilling Subway sandwich-loving nemesis Pelé being the other, the Argentinian had a brilliant career punctuated by drug abuse, unpaid taxes, paternity scandals and run-ins with the Neapolitan Mafia. The incident that earned him top spot among football cheats, though, happened in the Albiceleste 1986 World Cup quarter-final with England. In the second half, the 5'5" star somehow didn't raise any eyebrows when he beat 6'1" goalkeeper Peter Shilton in the air to open the scoring, despite the fact he quite clearly used his hand. To make matters worse, he rubbed it in English faces 3 minutes later by scoring what turned out to be the goal of the century. Thanks very much, Diego. So then, is the man who owns the hand of God number 1 on this list just because I'm English and I'm very bitter about it? Probably, but this is my show and that's the way the cheating cookie crumbles. You disagree? Hit me up in the comments below and nominate your favourite cheaters and divers and hit subscribe for more free video from Kick TV. You'd be cheating yourself if you didn't do it.